go. Ring in the new year. Happy New Year, everyone. Welcome to the Retro Gamers. Larry here.
And Anthony here.
What's up? Happy 2017.
A happy 2017 to you as well, and to everybody listening.
Yes, definitely. And 2016 was, at least to say, a rough year, especially if you were famous. So I guess it's kind of happy we put it behind us.
I think rough is an understatement there.
The end there got a little wacky, but
I think Death just wanted to pack in as many as he could in that last week. It was just like one after the other after the other.
His quota, yeah, honestly. So, and I find
I wonder if he has a quota like cops do.
Oh well, clearly 2016 he was trying to, unless he's looking to retire early. I don't know. And it's I'll mention it real quick because someone actually made a note of it. Let's face facts. I know I do. I know you do a little bit, and a lot of people I know have a dark sense of humor, which I have no problem with. Usually, I don't know
what you're talking about.
Usually, when a celebrity passes away, you'll see like minutes after they're gone some memes and stuff, some of which are a little bit cringeworthy. Really haven't seen any for Carrie Fisher. Not that anyone deserves it, but again, like I said, sometimes they're funny. I don't think I've seen. I saw one meme of Carrie, and one's even really against her, but still. I guess Princess Leia hits close to home to people who make memes.
Well, I don't think it's necessarily just that, but it's also the she crossed generations, because of Star Wars and everything. So I think that it's just everybody who you normally see online, just general population online, like are all connected to her. Through that, so they're just this one hits closer to home for people.
It certainly did, especially she just wrapped up her filming with Rogue One. So no, okay. Well, in any event,
yeah. Well, no, I was going to say I saw Rogue One.
Okay, good. Yeah. All righty.
But for those of you who are listening who did not, you can. I'll give you Larry's phone number so you can call him.
If you haven't seen that by now, Rogue One leads into Episode 4. I think we all know that.
But she had also completed Episode 8
that she did. Yes. I'm wondering. I know we're going to go a little bit of a. Don't worry, we'll get back on track here in a moment. I'm wondering if they'll yes, she wrapped, and you'll probably have an idea about this. Personally, she wrapped production, but now that she passed, all joking aside, now that she passed away, do you think they'll edit? If she, and again, I have no idea no spoilers here. I didn't read anything about Episode 8, so I don't know if Princess Leia was supposed to die or not. But if she was supposed to die, if she was not supposed to die in Episode 8, do you think they'll go back and tweak it?
No, I don't think they will, because I think it would cause too many ripples in the film, because if you think about the Star Wars canon and her place in it, she's such a she's one of the biggest names.
She is, yeah,
or characters in the series, in the film series. So if they were to kill her, they'd have to go back and reshoot a lot of stuff to alter the script, alter the story, because the impact of her would reverberate throughout the rest of the film.
Well, couldn't they? Maybe just at the tail end, maybe just do something, and maybe I'm just assuming. I don't know if they'll necessarily do what Fast and Furious did with Paul Walker, where they pretty much changed the story.
Well, they changed the story, but they also brought in body doubles, which in that film was his brother, two of his brothers actually, to stand in for him, and then they digitally altered their faces to look like Paul Walker. Yeah. So what you may wind up seeing is either something like that for Episode 9, or they do some type of explanation off screen. And that is, of course, if she does, if the story already didn't have her.
Exactly. If she passed away, then, I hate to say it, but then it kind of all works out. But one more thing, and only because your expertise, because you're out there in Hollyweird, and, yes. You kind of have a little bit of a background in this. Now, you said you saw Rogue One, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, Peter Cushing, right? Is that who it was?
Yeah.
Okay.
The one who was from the original series.
And died back in 94, and he's in Rogue One. And they did a really, really good job with him.
Yes, they did.
Do you think... Well, I was going to say, like, do you think that would be, if she needs to be in episode 9 because of how close, he died in 94, this movie came out in 2016. She died in 2016, and episode 9's due for, 2019. Do you think that'd be too close to digitally edit her if they need her in episode 9?
No, I don't think so. I mean, look at what, again, go back to Fast and Furious. Paul Walker died,
that's true,
during the production, and they still managed, they did it, literally a few weeks later. So it's perfect. It would be perfectly fine for them to do that.
Cool. All right. Well, that's
if they wanted to.
Insider info. So we'll see what happens, because I wasn't expecting episode 7 with Han Solo, but be that as it may. All right. So before we get started, we're going to kick off the new year with finally month. Almost after getting the mini Famicom, Anthony, quote unquote, on business in Japan.
I was on business,
but we all
this is business
because we actually know he went for the Famicom. Quick little, sorry, I didn't even tell you about this yet, and it just happened right before we started recording. So, long story short, I got the NES Classic Edition. Obviously, I've been playing it. Thing's fantastic. I gotta go on note. When you get the NES Classic, if you are not playing with the CRT scanline filter, you're using the system wrong. Because as soon as
you need it to look old.
No, honestly, yes. Because I played it clean, it was fun. But then I hit that CRT thing. I literally, I gotta say that, use that word, literally flash back to a kid with the old giant televisions and seeing those scan lines, and I've been playing it like that ever since. And yes, it does degrade the quality of the graphics, but it makes it look legit.
Well, there is a certain thing to say, there's a certain, thing with authenticity, and you want, and that's the whole point of these systems to begin with, which is why they gave you that, which I'm sure is why they gave you that option.
Totally.
Anyway, so also, why not exploit it?
Agreed. And also, on a side note, if you have a television, you all do, obviously, put it on game mode. The system plays better on game mode. It's the way the TV works with the system just makes it a little bit better, in my opinion. But so here's what happened. With the NES Classic, you have save points, suspend points, actually, and you're allowed 4 suspend points. So, okay, cool. So, and I'm just testing it around. So I played Super Mario Brothers, just ran for a little bit, and then I threw it into suspend point. All right, cool. So it's saved. You can even lock it so you don't accidentally delete it. Go to a different game, save that, but the Super Mario Brothers deleted. Which I was like, all right, a little weird. Maybe I hit the wrong button. So I go back, save. Long story short, my suspend points were disappearing on me. And I wasn't even turning the system off.
Okay.
Yeah, so this was a system I waited online 3 hours before the building opened, and now I'm already having problems with it. And it's not a known issue.
Well, maybe you need to call the Nintendo hotline for help.
That's what I did. So, and it was driving me batty that it wasn't saving these games properly. So I called up Nintendo, not necessarily the helpline, but the service line. And the guy was trying to walk me through it, doing all the regular, did you unplug it, yada, yada, yada. I was like, yeah. It's like, all right, we're going to need to send it in for repair. I was like, you have got to be kidding me. Because I waited like 5 a.m. to get this. Now I got to let it go. And who knows what's going to happen during shipping. So the guy tried to troubleshoot it. And the suspend points were disappearing. So he's like, try this while I'm on the phone. Okay, so I disconnect everything. There's only 2 plugs. The power cord and the HDMI. Now I'm not even counting the controller port. Unplug them, plug them back in, do that thing. I turn it on. I play, I go to save a game. Go to another game, save it, it disappeared. I was like, son of a bitch. I go to a third game, I go in it, and the save points are saved. You don't have 4 suspend points for the system. You have 4 per game. And every time I went to a different game, there was no suspend spots.
Yeah, so, but if you went back to the same game,
they were there. They were all there.
All right. So it had nothing to do with Nintendo and its system. It just had to do with your stupidity.
Very much so. And I told him that right on the phone. Oh my God. And being in customer service, and I wasted this guy's time. Oh, it was horrible.
See, now that story right there also helps explain to not only me but our listeners why you own a Virtual Boy.
It's funny, too, because I see help for everything, but there's no for the Virtual Boy, and I don't understand that, because the system is still playable.
Yeah, sure. For a party of one. And one alone.
Oh, I can't wait for the mini Virtual Boy. I know you joked about it before. I won't let you joke about it again. How dare you?
I have a feeling that they will not be making that because they'd like to make money on these systems. I believe that's their goal.
Well, they supposedly copyrighted SNES Classic Edition.
Yeah, there's no question they're going to go for that, and I'm fairly certain the N64 one will be not that far behind.
I don't know if they're going to do it. I don't know if they would do it. I know they could.
They could because it was still cartridge based. So
yeah, I guess.
I think I think size wise in terms of the games they can definitely do it.
Well, size matters. So, but hopefully they won't short run this if they do an SNES.
No, I think I'm hoping they learned their lesson from the NES Classic and realized, gee, you know what, we could have made a lot more money in the fourth quarter of 2016.
I also got on a side note. Got a carrying case. I'm showing Anthony the carrying case for the NES Classic. I don't know if I showed this.
Cool. I should buy one of those for the Famicom.
I can't. The lighting's terrible, but it's got
nice. I see it. Looks good.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Yeah, I like the little compartments.
Yeah, it was nice. I brought it to my house.
Oh, by the way, just a disclaimer for our listeners. Since we've been talking about the NES Classic and the mini-Famicom for about a month now, I think on our shows,
maybe a little longer actually. Yeah.
I'd like to go out on a limb and say that this will be the last time we have a long, detailed discussion that focuses on it, so we can get back to our regular retro gaming conversations.
My retro gaming will be on the NES Classic Edition, but you won't necessarly know that. So,
right, but we won't have shows that are just focused on that.
I will be starting Castlevania 2 very shortly.
All right, good, because I will be finishing Shining Force 2 as well.
With that being said, I've been waiting a long time to open this box. We agreed that we would wait to do this on audio. Can I capture? No, I can't capture this on audio, and I'll probably re-unbox it for video. Actually,
was there a punishment for anybody who might have accidentally opened it?
Well, no.
Today's podcast?
No, why? Because we had a friendly gentleman's agreement that we would just hold off and do this together to be surprised together.
Oh, yeah, that's true. So then, all right, I was just curious.
What? Do you have anything to say about it?
No. What in the world do you mean? Mine has been sealed since the day I bought it.
My gut feeling says that may have changed. So let's get right into this. So this is the family computer, the NES Classic, the mini-Famicom. You opened it, didn't you?
What? I resent that remark, even though it's true.
Dare you? Did
you
play it?
You had gotten your classic NES, and it was Christmas, and I went to my friend's house, and he asked me to bring it. So technically, it wasn't really me. I was helping out a friend who desperately wanted to see one of the systems
in Japanese.
So if you think about it, it was an act of charity.
Did it work on television?
Yes, it did.
Thank God. Alrighty. So let's open up this. And I said I was going to do an unboxing for the NES Classic, and yeah, that went right out the window. So
yeah, because you got home and like a little 7-year-old ripped it open and just threw it right on.
I still have the box, and I'm keeping the box. All right, what do we got here? My Nintendo. Konnichiwa. Hey, I can redeem points.
Yes, let's start with racism.
I was just reading it. How do you know I wasn't reading it?
Because you weren't reading it.
What? Well, the boxing, the packaging is the same, so that's good.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like... I don't have a point of reference because I don't have the other system, but I'm just assuming they packed everything the same way.
These controllers are tiny.
Oh, yeah, they're like...
What the hell?
They literally are about the size of the palm of your hand.
The NES Classic Edition controller is the original size of the original controller from the 80s.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, yeah,
well, I wonder.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm assuming. I mean, I've never owned the Famicom, so I don't know. I'm guessing it must have been a larger size controller.
It had to have been.
Yeah, these controllers are tiny.
It's a system.
For anybody listening, it's about the length of your index finger.
Oh my
God! That's about the size of it.
Look how tiny this thing. It looks like if anyone remembers the Game Boy Macro, or Micro, excuse me, the Game Boy Micro, I think it's smaller than the Game Boy Micro.
Wow.
My God. This is hysterical.
But I can assure you it'll work.
Well, I mean do they have tiny hands over there?
I'm guessing it works. Well, I don't know. Our president-elect will enjoy it.
I hope so. Wow, look at this. This I can't get over. Oh, boo! All right.
What? Why are we booing?
So as I've mentioned before, the original Famicom Player 2 controller had a microphone on it. Player 2 controller has a microphone on it here, but it's only the sticker. It is not an actual microphone.
Oh, really?
Okay, yeah. No, that's not even a real speaker. That's just... Oh,
yeah, look at that.
So we can't test out Legend of Zelda. So I imagine Legend of Zelda is going to be the... Well, you were still able to defeat those characters anyway without screaming into the microphone, but...
Ow, okay. All
right,
are you done opening it?
Yeah, wow, it is, I am loving this. This is tiny, which is great.
Is it smaller than the classic NES?
If you give me 2 seconds, I'll take my headphones off and I'll go find out. So don't talk about me nasty because I can't hear you.
Well, while you're doing that, I can badmouth you. So, knowing Larry, for the number of years that I've known him, the fact that he managed to hold off for 3 weeks was absolutely ridiculous since he's a big giant man child.
I'm back, putting my headphones on.
And now that he's putting his headphones on, I can tell him, specifically that he's a big fat giant man child.
What? I'm sorry?
What? I'm sorry. I don't know what happened.
Hello?
Yeah, hi. All right, so mine's plugged in.
Already? I'm not that close to the television, so...
Well, I planned ahead for this podcast and positioned myself right next to a television so I could plug it in.
Well, here's the thing, and this was even like this on the original system. The controllers are hardwired into the Famicom. And like old school, they are hardwired into this Famicom.
That is correct.
The wires seem a little bit longer than the NES Classic. Let me take... Oh, there we go. Anthony's positioning the camera so I can take a look. Can I move this over? I'm going to try something. We may get some reverb here. Give me 2 seconds. No, you know what? I'm not even going to bother because that's going to just...
Why don't you do that? And I'll explain what I'm seeing on my screen.
Go for it.
So interestingly enough, on the bottom of the screen, it's in English and it says "Family Computer" with Nintendo to the right side, and then everything else is in Japanese. So they have the screen adjustments like Larry talked about. You can do 3 different screen adjustments.
Okay, so I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. I'm looking as well. The first one should be the CRT.
Yeah, the first one's the CRT. The second one's the 4x3.
And the third one's what's called Pixel Perfect.
Okay, good. I was going to ask because it's written in Japanese. I have no idea what that is. And then they have settings, which I wouldn't know how to describe.
If it's the same as the classic, the top should be demo mode, which I never really understood. That would be auto. The second option is auto turn off.
Okay.
It'll turn off in an hour. And the third one is the burn-in protection.
Got it. Well, I think that the reason why they put a demo mode is like in store. You know how like if you leave it quiet for long enough, it goes into a game mode?
Yep.
Like that's exactly what it is. And then, of course, well, interestingly enough, when you get to the legal stuff, they have the page with the legal information. There's one page where it's all in Japanese, and then there's one page where it's all in English.
There you go. All right. Covering all the bases. I like that.
And French or something.
Oh, it's probably like on mine too. I just didn't notice it.
Yeah. And then there's a QR code.
That's for the manuals.
Yeah, for the manuals.
Instructions,
you need
which are
manuals for
help us.
the games. And then outside of that, you've got 30 wonderful games to play, including a couple that are not on the classic NES. I don't remember if we ever figured out which ones were
there
different.
Were 5. There were I think there's 5 that are different.
Like this sumo wrestling one, I know for sure is Japanese specific.
Yeah, that one definitely. But there were a couple other ones. I don't think is Punch-Out on here.
I don't have Punch-Out on here. No.
Okay, so that's one of the ones that's not on here. That was replaced because I remember a friend of ours was asking about Punch-Out, and it is not.
Oh, great! They replaced Punch-Out with a sumo game.
They probably did. Yeah.
So Yeah, and then all the other, like a lot of the same ones. So you got Dr. Mario. You have all the Mario games. So Mario Brothers, Super Mario 1, 2, and 3. You have Balloon Fight, Galaga, Gradius.
Okay.
Donkey Kong, Pac-Man.
Nice.
Ghosts and Goblins, Mario Golf, Castlevania 1. Do you have more than, you have 1 and 2?
The NES has 2, but not 3.
It doesn't have 1?
No, it has 1 and 2.
It has 1 and 2. All right, this one I think just has 1.
Okay.
I have no idea what this game is, nor this one, so I'm assuming they're exclusive. And then there's Excite Bike, Zelda 1 and 2, which, by the way, I didn't know Zelda. The English or the Japanese version. There's I guess either a subtitle or translation where it's called the Hyrule Fantasy.
I'm looking at that on the back of the box.
Yep.
Yeah, that's interesting.
What else do we have? Looks like Ninja Gaiden.
Mm-hmm.
I believe this is Final Fantasy, Kirby, Metroid, Mega Man 2.
Rockman 2 over there.
Yes, called Rockman, but Mega Man 2. Ice Climber, Super Contra, not regular Contra.
Which here was Super C.
Right. Double Dragon 2.
Okay, yep.
This looks like Bad Dudes, but I don't know if
I'm looking at that on the back of the box. I don't think it's Bad Dudes, but it's
the artwork is similar, and there are two. There are two of them, so I don't know.
Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, I think I remember. I think obviously a sequel. What'd you start up? Oh, you're playing it.
I started up one of them just to see what it is.
Okay, look at this. It's all in Japanese.
Hey, look, it's got flags from different countries.
Oh boy, there's the menu screen.
Yeah, we're just gonna skip all this.
I hope it's not an RPG.
Oh, it's some type. It's a 4-player game.
Oh, look at that. No, it can't be. You can't plug 4 players into it.
Oh, it's it was like a racing game, and I what the hell? I already died because I jump started the game. I got disqualified. So, but it's literally like
look at this. You're racing.
The game basically involves you racing through. It's a side scroller where you're racing through levels, and you just have to beat everybody else there. But you can pick up weapons and I guess beat each other up along the way.
Oh, that is
you can beat each other up along the way so you can get ahead of somebody. Oh, and you can throw stuff at them.
Are you on the roof now? Look at this. You're on the roof?
Yeah, now you're on rooftop. Like, this is the computer doing it because I already lost, but I'm enjoying This could be a game to just watch. I wonder what this game is called.
While you're doing that, to go back to the main menu, you have to hit the reset button on the system.
Oh, yes. I know that. I mean, thank you for letting me know.
No problem. So,
for a system I've never played before.
Physically speaking, with the system, if you remember with the Famicom was a top loader, and then you had the thing in the middle, the eject button in the middle. The eject button does not move; it's just for prosperity. There's a port on the front that doesn't come out again, just for prosperity. The
posterity.
What was I saying?
Prosperity.
Is that a word?
Yeah, it's a word, but it's not the right word.
Okay, all right. I just saw a thing on...
Show off that college education.
I totally am. Computer science, my friend. I just saw something on Facebook saying people who correct other people's grammars actually is why they are giant a-holes. Okay? And that's on Facebook.
Wow, I'm so proud of myself.
So, I don't know if you can see, the controllers actually are stored on the side of the system.
Yes, you can just put them right there.
You just go right in
good.
There. Yep.
One thing about this about the game though, I just reset the game that was running.
Okay.
And in the lower left-hand corner, there's a screen with wings on it.
So that's your save.
That allows me to go back to the game, right?
Oh, what'd you do?
That was just playing. This is demo mode, by the way.
Oh, okay. I was like, what did you do? Yeah, with the wing, that means you can save it. You hit down. There you go. If you hit down, that brings you to the save point. This is where I got confused because I thought that was for the entire system.
Okay, so you have 4 save points for each game if you want to save it.
You hit A to save it, and then if you hit down, you lock it. There you go.
I just did. What did I do?
Try one of the American games, like Super Mario Brothers.
Try one of the American games. I hate to break it to you, but they're all Japanese.
Nope. Super Mario USA.
All right, wait. I want to delete this now.
Oh, unlock it. Select. Oh,
Yep.
thank God this is the same as the American one. There you go. A. Nope, that was canceled. There you go.
Wait, how do you speak Japanese?
Konnichiwa. Domo arigato.
All right, so let's go to an English game. Let's check out. What do you want to check out?
Super Mario Brothers. Well, no. Well, yeah, you're right because they all are technically they're all Japanese. So.
Except one that Super Mario USA.
That's yeah, try it. That's our Super Mario Brothers 2. Let's see if there's anything.
That's Mario 2.
Yeah. And it says Super Mario USA. Look at that.
Yep. I mean, ours says Super Mario 2.
Yep. Always use Toad. I've always used Toad to Super Mario Brothers.
Oh, because he picks stuff up the fastest. I don't know why he was the strongest.
There it goes.
But yeah, it's Super Mario 2, that weird ass Mario game. Oh God, I haven't played this in forever. For good reason.
What graphic are you using it on?
CRT.
Oh, good.
Oh, good?
Yeah.
Am I not allowed to use regular?
No, not at all.
Oops.
Oh. All right, he already screwed it up. He dropped the magic potion off the cliff.
I still got my stupid mushroom.
All right, I'm going to ask you, this may be because of Skype. Is it slowing down on you or skipping?
No.
All right, then that's Skype. Okay, just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, your Skype sucks. That's
mine.
So anyway.
All right.
So we have a mini Famicom to play with now. Now the question is going to be like, since you have the classic NES, are you even going to play this thing?
I will. Yeah, definitely. And not as much as the NES Classic. I mean, this is clearly a collector's item for us. And plus,
there's no question about
not
it.
only that,
especially when I go back in January and buy more.
Honestly, yeah. You know what? Buy me one more.
Like I would like to buy one to keep, sealed.
Yeah, honestly, that's what I want to do with the NES Classic too. I kind of want to buy, even when they're readily available, I want to buy one more just to keep in the box.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right, buy me one more too.
If they let me buy more than one.
They're like, oh, the American is back. He wants more Famicoms.
Exactly. It's
and then
like, hey,
like,
look, you know what? They probably have me on record like not to let me in the store since I managed to snag two in one shot.
Meanwhile, they're like, why does he keep calling him a Famicom? We just call it the NES.
Because it's called the Famicom. They know.
Go to Zelda.
And besides, if you remember my story from the last time, I did not ask for the Famicom. I pointed to a picture.
Oh yeah, I like that book. That book you gave me that you sent. The catalog.
The 2016 Nintendo. They have a Nintendo catalog, which is awesome. Why don't we have a Nintendo catalog?
We used to, but not anymore. What the hell's Miitopia?
I know.
There's some games in here look interesting.
Where's the original? Here's the original Zelda.
All right, because that's going to be. Ooh.
Oh,
that starts different.
Please set discard.
Please set discard.
Oh.
Wait,
because didn't they have
it had the hard drive.
They had a hard drive.
Yeah.
That's right. So.
Whoa, there you go. That's Japanese.
I don't know if you can hear it. Can you hear it?
Not... Is that different?
Yes.
That is different. Yeah, it's like an octave or two off. Well, that's in English.
It's got it's got more different instruments.
Oh, I guess the Famicom was able to hold that. All right, cool.
Oh, look, it's also the description of the story is in English.
That's weird.
Yeah, and then everything else is translated English and Japanese. So kind of cool.
Music. Yeah, that's very cool.
Good. Now I can beat it in Japanese too.
Yeah. What does that say?
Oh wait, so do they talk in Japanese?
That's what I'm curious about.
Kill mode.
Does it say kill mode?
Yes. On the menu screen, there's something called kill mode.
What? What's above it? Is that in Japanese?
I'm assuming that's how I start.
No, you got to put your name in.
What happened?
I don't know. They just broke it.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, good luck.
Good luck me. Oh, look, they're nope.
Is there English letters?
Yes. Thank God. I think this is the load screen.
I was going to say, it's probably loading. Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, what they're reproducing is loading.
What I find funny is, they're actually... There we go. Me.
Kill mode. That is hysterical.
I wonder what kill mode is.
A winner is you. That's exactly what it is.
Okay, so now this sounds exactly the same.
Okay. Let's see.
Oh, the stairs don't.
Oh, that's in Japanese. Okay.
Ah. Ooh, interesting.
Go back in. What was...
Yes. The steps sound different. Grabbing something sounds different.
No, that sounded the same.
Oh.
That sounds different. That's the projectile from the...
shooting the sword sounds completely different.
And I can't see anything. The way your screen is bright, I'm just not going to be able to see anything. But
well, maybe if I wasn't on CRT mode.
Well, that's how you're supposed to play it.
Oh, interesting. Man. Well, anyway.
All right.
Yep,
cool.
So we've got Zelda.
All right.
Different sound effects. I'll be curious to play through some of these games and just make sure they're exactly the same as what we have in the States.
I'm sure they will be.
No, I want to put it past the Japanese to dumb them down for us.
Most likely.
Well, mostly people like you who never finish games.
I only finish the games I want to finish.
Yeah, sure. Which are like what? None?
Some. All right. Well, what?
Anyway,
there you are.
So I think this was definitely a worthy purchase.
Oh yes,
for us retro gamers, and I'm very happy to own it, and I'm looking forward to playing through all 30 games.
Yes,
even the ones I will not completely understand.
And I'm very happy to own this as well. Let's see how the instructions are. Nope, that is all in Japanese. Looks like a note section or something. That's a little weird, I guess, how they do that.
Yep.
And that's in Japanese. And so is that. Alrighty.
So
cannot wait to hook this bad boy up.
Yeah, well, you'll enjoy it.
I
can vouch for that, especially since this is the first time I played it. First time.
Did you clear anything already?
No, don't know what you're talking about. I also don't know that the Super Contra code is different from the regular Contra code.
Is that a fact?
Yes.
Really?
You remember Contra was up, down, left, right, BA start, right?
Classic.
So for Super Contra, I believe it's something like down, up, left, right. I don't know if it was BBAA or BABA, something like that. You got to look it up online. But it was a different code.
Is that even here in the U.S.?
I don't know. I mean,
No, it couldn't have been, because I remember the Konami code worked for it, but I think you only got 10 lives, not 30.
Right, but if you do this, if you do the code that I'm saying, you get 30.
Oh, interesting. Hey, did your Famicom come with a plug?
Oh, demo mode is interesting. It randomly starts a game on its own.
Oh, that's cool.
Mario runs across the screen on the bottom and then jumps up and hits a game.
Did your Famicom come with an actual plug to plug the USB into?
No.
Would you plug it into the back of your TV?
Yeah, it's plugged into the back of my TV right now for power.
All right.
I mean, I don't use my USB on the TV for anything anyway.
Okie dokie.
I don't know what this game is. But something to worry about for next time. So for those of you out there who are interested in the classic NES or the mini-Famicom, the mini-Famicom is it's easy to navigate.
Definitely.
If you can't find a classic NES, but there's a mini Famicom out there, I'd say it's worth the purchase just because of the fact that you can figure it out pretty easily. I'm watching a game that involves a side scroller with a guy running through the screen, and then there are birds pooping on him, and the poop kills you.
Makes sense.
Of course it does.
If I may just say, the only drawback would be, since the controllers are actually hardwired into the system, if your TV is far away from your couch, like mine is, you're going to have to get a chair to sit closer to the television, because you will not, unless you get a longer HDMI cable and a longer power cord, you won't be able to buy an extender cable like I had to do with the NES Classic. I bought a 10-foot extender cable.
Sadly, that is the only drawback, and I'd say that for both of these systems. It's like you really have to sit close to your TV.
But at least you can
unless
buy
you run wires. Unless you run wires across your room. And
well,
that's just, wieldy.
Yes, but at least with the NES Classic, you can buy an extender for the controller.
Yeah, true. So yeah, this one you're kind of stuck with what you have. But I think I want to go out on a limb and say for the controller wires, they're longer than the NES one.
That is true. Yes, they
looks like they have an. It looks like they're about 3 feet.
Yep. So
Excite Bike.
Cool.
All right. So I think we can say that this was a success.
Oh, yes, totally. And I'm going to now end this podcast so I can go play with my Famicom.
And I am going to do the same, especially since mine's already hooked up and yours isn't.
Oh, no, not yet. And I bought a special 5, because I ran out of HDMI ports, a 5-way splitter, which is basically all my game systems, and port 5 is just waiting patiently for the Famicom, which apparently I could have hooked up days ago, but...
No, you couldn't have. We had an agreement.
And with that being said, let's get ready to wrap this up. Yes, very awesome. Can't wait to play it. And with that, folks, again, 2017 is looking good. I hope it's going to look good, especially for us, the retro gamers. And we're really hoping to put out a lot of good, entertaining, quality stuff for you.
Quality? I never promised that.
Yeah, that's true. With that being said, folks, catch you around. Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year, everyone.